Coming up, Janus Displays by Morrow Technologies sets you apart from your competition in a whole new way with bigger, livelier, more engaging content. Please welcome Senior Account Manager Steve Freeman. You're watching YBL TV. So 29 years your company has been in the business. What makes you guys different?
Great question. We were one of the originators 29 years ago of the old style LED electronic signage, which back then you only had two options. You could have red letters or you could have green letters. Fortunately, skip ahead to today, 29 years after that, and we offer a full scope of digital signage solutions. And one of the core differences between Janus Displays and everybody else who's here this year at DSE is we are a true one-stop shop for the entire solution. So everything from the software, creative services, hardware components, decorative enclosures, be it kiosk enclosures, wall-mounted enclosures, all of that would come from us. And maybe even more importantly, after the solution's installed, that gives the customer one single point of accountability for any technical support, service issues, repair issues, all one single phone call to us. This is our 70-inch version of what we're calling our Live Tiles interactive display. And you'll automatically recognize that it has a similar look and feel to Windows 8 and the windowing capability. The size of these interactive windows can be customized, changed on the fly. The media that's showing, the live media streams that you're seeing in each of the tiles can be updated and changed by the end user. It doesn't have to come back to us for any edits, but ultimately allowing powerful combinations of the depth of information that can be accessed through the touchscreen, but also when the screen isn't being used, when it's in screensaver mode, if you will, it allows the customer, the property, to then show food and beverage advertisements, promotional messages, having these live tiles show what would traditionally be non-interactive content for a digital display.
The next generation editable menu board, how is it different than other previous generations?
Great question. Our main objective with this particular generation, which was just introduced here in the last couple weeks, is to ultimately make it as easy as possible for the end user, for the restaurant, to come in and customize this menu board, to make changes to menu items, to make changes to pricing, to update media files, be it static images, be it videos, without having to come back to us for that assistance. So building the system with easy customization, also making it user-friendly, obviously, for the restaurant's guests to intuitively figure out that it's time for breakfast, let's look at the breakfast items. But on the back end, the real power for the restaurant is any time that they would need to make changes to any of these menu items, if they wanted to now show, let's show what banana pancakes look like, they could very easily come in and insert media files to go along with the menu items themselves. So previously, the previous generation, they would have to come back to us for a lot of this creative edited assistance, but now they're going to have the power of doing all of this through a very easy user interface.
Steve, your relationship with Wynn Resorts, tell us about it.
Well, first of all, it's one that we're extremely proud of. When you think Wynn Resorts, Wynn Las Vegas, Wynn in Asia, the first thing that comes to mind is just world-class customer service, world-class experience for the guests. And we have been very fortunate for about the last decade to have a relationship with Wynn Las Vegas, which now includes not only the Wynn, but also their newer Encore property. We have been their primary digital signage provider for everything from their event space for meeting room signage to what we're going to be showing here quickly is an interactive custom application that we were quite fortunate to win an award this year for this particular application. But so we have in total, it's close to 300 displays between the two Wynn and Encore properties, most of them being non-interactive displays, but we have what will be a dozen of these touchscreen examples in place very soon. So, but this particular custom application, Mr. Wynn himself was extremely involved with. The primary objective with this, as we spoke with before on the tiled application, is helping a guest find their way around what is ultimately a large complex, right? So very clearly showing where the guest is as they're standing at the display, allowing the guest to search for destinations through a full list, coming down to an interactive keyboard. So when a property thinks about, well, it's a big investment to install digital signage, what I then come back and say, think about the opportunity you'll have to get the return on investment through getting your guests to that destination to hopefully start spending money quicker.